top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
A handoff for Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That one complete to the Jet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick brace there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, that's Leggett. So no gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's going to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Throwing, Sanders. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Giants. 45 5 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatteroo, 25 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throw outside, complete to Scott. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A gain of 10.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Hall. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 2nd down.
Ready? 60 boxes, 60.
Back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Roberts has it. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about the rules in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
2nd down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They go play action now. Sanders. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Working to put a drive together.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll give him the ball to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Three more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. It's a tight game here early. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Legal. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the Jets first down. First and 10 at the
play action. They'll throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
First down.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
70, ready.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run it with Hall off the option. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Got a man, that's Liggett. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
Jets first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put up the fire. In fact, in 2021, also one NFL coach termed his defense the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
An inside run with Scatterbrooke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. So given 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Sanders. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Swinging this out for Pollard. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now 2nd and 3. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Got it. Ready?
On play action, here's Shadur. Rush coming in, he's taken down. That'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Here we go. 18, run.
Sanders. Now he's going to step up under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jermaine Johnson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Ready?
Throwing, Sanders. There's a diving catch right side. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
76, go.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. This is caught. Touchdown. Davis Allen from 40 yards out. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. More multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
First down, Giants.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Giants first down.
To throw is Sanders. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Brings up second and
Sanders to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Sanders. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Sanders. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
19 Tigers.
Now Sanders operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play,
and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors from 3 yards out. And the Giants will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jets 10.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On first down, he'll drop the throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Third down and 2.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
The attempt at the two-point conversion.
So Ryan will throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your hands on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
First down, Giants.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Sanders. Hard throw. Incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw here. Got a man here, it's Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are back for the fourth quarter here at Super Bowl 64.
Ready? 19, start.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now incomplete to Ligon.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's second down and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counting on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Come on. Hey.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Jets.
And Xavier again.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Shador. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Sanders. Underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, New York.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already had the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
This pass out wide to Hall. He's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jets first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Completes it to Dixon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Leads to 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Throwing, Sanders. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He gets this one to Johnson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Drop 60, Panther 60, Panther 70.
Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Okay,
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
19.
To throw is Sanders. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Jets now down 27-24, 23 seconds to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he will get to the sideline here, but not a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
He's back to throw. Pass complete to Edwards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Roger Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the New York Giants. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.